Hello, welcome to Rhonda's Crafty Chaos, and today we are going to do a thrift store flip. And this is the box I found. It was etched in and says Dominique on it, but I filled it in with some spackle and sanded it down. But I'm going to put this cute little cherub on it with this music paper that I've got. You guys have probably been wondering where I've been. I have had some, my husband has had some very scary medical things going on. And I'll get into it more in a little bit, but it was pretty scary. And we made it through it. So that's the main part, is he's getting better and everything's looking up. But I absolutely love this little cherub angel. And what I'm going to do with this box is I'm going to put my grandmother's, the keepsakes I have from her in it. And I'll show you the inside of it. This is what it looked. It had this little engraving on it. And I guess this side didn't turn out, so they flipped it over and did the other side. But I'm going to put a piece of musical paper over that to cover that up. And then I'm going to line this with something so that I could put her treasures in it that I have of hers. And nothing is worth anything, but they're worth $1 million to me. So it's just, I've always wanted to do a cute little box for her. And I've got some Tim Holtz cute little things. I want to put a little lock on it, a make-believe lock, and hang a little key from it. I'm going to put some cute little corners on it. And then I've got some just little, I guess they're called button covers, but there's some hearts in here that I wanted to use. Like this one. She loved cherubs and hearts. She loved pearls and sunflowers. So here's some more hearts. I wanted to use those. And then as I was looking through my little thing, I found this little harp. It's got a stand on it, so I'm going to try to take the stand off. And then her favorite thing was angels, and look what I found. This beautiful little angel pin that's definitely going on it. And then there's this little crown I thought might look cute on the little cherub's head. So here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to grab a couple of these hearts out of there, because that's what I wanted to use. And somehow incorporate all these. I found this beautiful piece, but I think it's the wrong gold and it's too bright. So I think I'm going to put it back in my stash of stuff. We're going to grunge this up just a little bit with, I'm hoping rub and buff and try to not get it on the jewels. But we may not even use that. But anyway, what I want to start with is a good coat of Waverly Ivory, and then I think I'm going to mix these two together to kind of get clouds if we need it. I don't know for sure if we're even going to use those, but I definitely want to give this a good coat or two. Dip it in there here. And this may not be the smoothest, but this paper is a thicker thicker paper. It's a lightweight cardstock, so it won't show a lot of the imperfections in the wood. So just start painting this, and I'll start drying it, and as I do that, I'll start telling you what happened. On the 23rd of December, my husband started getting like a pain on his forehead on the right side. We thought that was weird. It kind of felt like somebody had hit him. And I said, I promise I didn't. I didn't hit you while you were sleeping. You know, something, that's crazy that something, you know, hurting you there. And throughout the day, he kind of went, oh, it's just so weird that something's hurting right there. So it went to the 24th, which was Christmas Eve. And we went to our Christmas Eve party, and his eye just kept watering and watering and watering, and we couldn't. I mean, he's just like, I'm so tired of this already. And so come Christmas, kind of the same, just kind of a watery eye, kind of that pain in his forehead on the right side. And the 26th, he went back to work, and, you know, just the same, kind of the same thing. It was weird. It would let up just a little bit if he took a shower, or after he took a shower, it kind of let up, and then it would go right back. So on Friday, which was the 27th, he decided, or that morning, he woke up and there was like bumps on his head. And I'm sorry that this is noisy, and I hope you can hear me. But he had like little raised bumps on his head. And so he's like, I'm going to go into the urgent care. I want to get this looked at. It's kind of bugging me now, you know. Now I got bumps. He says, I hope it's not shingles. And, yeah, me too. I hope it's not. But so he went in. Sure enough, it was shingles. Up by his eye, in his eyebrow, and above his eyebrow. And I'm like, ugh, that's ugly. So he got a medicine, an antiviral medicine, I believe it was. And he started taking it Friday and Saturday. And Saturday night, he was so restless all night. Finally, he went out in the living room and just sat there all night, just so restless. And he said anytime he'd shut his eyes to try to go to sleep, he would have horrific, crazy dreams. I mean, just, he said, super weird dreams. And I'm like, oh, that's, you know, he woke me up about 6:30, and he's like, you got to come in here. So I went in, and he, you know, was telling me about all his super crazy dreams. And I'm like, that's not good, you know. Maybe it's the medicine. Maybe, you know, it's the shingles doing something. Anyway, that was Saturday. By Sunday, he was out of his mind, just talking crazy talk, and just, you know, slurring his words, and couldn't hardly keep his balance. And we're like, oh my gosh. We took him up to the emergency room, and of course, right around Christmas, when everybody gets together with everybody, everybody gets sick. Everybody gets a cold, a flu, bug, or something, you know. So we waited in the waiting room for 2 hours, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. So anyway, we finally got him in, and we had a awesome doctor in our emergency room that day, and he just started testing him for everything. Anyway, so they did a meningitis test on him, and it come back negative. And so we're like, well, thank goodness he don't have meningitis. And because you can get that from shingles. And so we just kept doing test after test after test, and he everything come back fairly normal, but not, you know, extremely normal. So we was advised to head out to the city to get a more professional look, because they were really concerned about all the symptoms he kept having. They were concerned of a stroke, you know, because it was a lot of the same symptoms as a stroke. And so we ended up, he was ambulanced out because he was just, you know, not doing real well at all. So I was gonna head out by myself, but I ended up, and I'm thank the Lord that I did have my son take me out, because the weather was horrific. It was snowing bad over the mountain. We live in a little town about 150 miles away from a big city, but we were going to a place called Provo. So it's only about 100 and something miles. But the roads were terrible. I was in a panic because my husband was definitely not himself. He was just, you know, out of it, really. And so we got out there, and one of the reasons we had to go out is because he's on dialysis, and he has been for 7 years, but the people here, the dialysis techs couldn't come in on a Sunday. So we had to go out there, and we're just like, well, we'll just wait till Monday, no big deal, you know. And they're like, heck no, you're not waiting till Monday. All his stats are up, you know, I forget. Anyway, his numbers were up, and they're like, this is not good for his heart. He needs to have dialysis tonight. And so, and they weren't really telling me a whole lot about the meningitis, because, you know, they were saying that it was negative, but there was something going on there, but they don't know quite for sure what it was. So 3 days out there in this hospital, them doing test after test after test after test on him, and everything's coming back fairly normal. And he's getting worse. He's getting way worse, way worse. And really kind of out of his head now. And so finally on the 3rd day, they said, we're gonna do a spinal tap on him again. They did a spinal tap here in my little town on him, and that's where they were trying to decide if he had meningitis. And it was too early in the meningitis. He ended up having meningitis, by the way, and to detect it then. So anyway, we found out he had meningitis, and thank the good Lord that the doctor here in my small little town put him on the medicine that he would have been put on if they knew he had meningitis for sure. They put him on a really high mega dose of antibiotic and not anti-inflammatory, antiviral. And so he was already on it for the 3 days before we knew for sure he had meningitis. And I'll tell you what, that was the most scary, horrific time. Those 3 days were horrid. I really didn't know if my husband was ever coming back. I mean, he was out of his mind. He was so distraught and fidgety, and just acted like he was just in horrific pain. But we'd ask him, and he'd say no, you know, like, okay, you know. He was not himself at all. He was definitely under, you know, a crazy virus. Anyway, we was out there for 5 nights, no, 6 nights, 7 days in this hospital, and brought him home and had another 11 days of antibiotics he had to be on. So we had to take him up to our hospital every day to get this antibiotic in him. And he's doing good now, but I'll tell you what, it was horrid. So I don't know if I could preach this on here, but shingles is awful. If you can prevent shingles, without me saying to get the, do it. Anything you can do to prevent getting shingles, especially in your eye. A friend of ours had shingles up in his eye, but it went down. It went down his throat and that, but Gordon's went inside. So he actually had chickenpox virus in his spinal fluid and the fluid around his brain. So it went into his brain, the chickenpox virus. And I'll tell you what, meningitis, shingles is horrid. I hope nobody has to ever endure what my husband had to endure. It was scary. Like I said, he's doing great now. He just does his dialysis, and he does that 3 times a week. And we are loving life now. Back to crafting, I think. I had a really hard time getting back here into the craft room. I don't know why. Every time I'd come in here, I'd get anxiety from heck. And today I come in and just felt so good, and here I am. We're going to do this cute little box. Try to get this dang thing painted. That's the worst part, is drying it, painting it and drying it. Anyway, I think we're about there. I'm gonna use a lot of antiquing on it, so it doesn't have to be completely covered completely. I don't want it to stick together, so I really want to make sure this is dry under here. But if you guys find little treasure boxes like this, get them. I think they're just going to be adorable. Okay. Get a wipey and wipe my... I am one of the messiest crafters, I think, ever. Okay. Get most of it off my fingers. Now we're going to get some Mod Podge and get this cute little girl. So we'll get this put on. I think I still want this. This paper is so old. You break it, you bend it and it breaks. So we got to be kind of careful. It was in a book, and the book is, I don't even know where I put the book. I put the book somewhere, but it is, the paper is just literally crumbling. I think I still want the chair or the music paper. I don't know why I'm not liking the color. Maybe once I antique it and all that, I think I'll love it. But let's get my Mod Podge out. Actually, it's not even Mod Podge. I just use regular old school glue for my Mod Podge. And I don't dilute it down. I just use straight, and it works really good for me. I don't know why I can't seem to get Mod Podge to work. Ah, what are you doing? Now here I say that, look at that. Look how it says peeling up. That's strange. Let's wipe that off. Now I said all that. See, blooper alert. Maybe I better get the real stuff out. See if that's what. It's just going rubbery. Excuse me. All right. That's why you guys need to watch these kind of videos of mine, because we have bloopers, and that's all right. Okay, let's try this one. This is Mod Podge itself. I never had that happen. That's just crazy. How that just went rubbery and basically fell off. All right. Good grief, I'm flipping it everywhere. Take just a little bit of it off. Okay, oops. The wrong one here. Make sure I'm putting the music notes on the right direction. There we go. I'm going to have it go down the front of it like this, and then we'll cut it. And open it once it's dry. Okay, bring that down the front. Make sure there's all glued down. All right. There we go. Now we'll put a little bit on top. Lid on that. It almost turned out like slime, that stuff. The glue I was using. Okay. Put this down. Put a thin coat on top of her. Okay, now we are going to give her a good dry. Looking cute already. Paper. Acting like you're in a bubble right there, and I don't want it to bubble. But glad I did the thicker paper, because it's wanting to bubble and I got to pull it up. Okay, now she's good. Such a cute little cherub. and dry. I'm going to do some antiquing on it. You need to do that iron method where you put the stuff down and iron it. I think that is the best method. Do these sides just a little bit. When I go to wax it, I want to be able to wax it without it throwing strange colors and that. Just put a light little coat all over it. I should have thought of it and used wax, but why that little piece right there doesn't want to dry. Okay. I mentioned that I was the messiest crafter ever. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing today. Good and dry. I feel like that's all we've done is dry, dry, dry today. I'm just cutting the little thing apart here. There we go. Okay, there she is. Let me get some of these fun little things out. This one's already open, so. Put these cute little corners on. We're gonna wax it first. And then we will put some little corners on. This is just the At Home with Amy Howard. It's just one I got off of Amazon. And I really like her other stuff, so I went ahead and got it and haven't had a problem with it. It's been nice. Okay, I'm going to do the edges really dark, make it look like it's been worn. Antique on it all. Love how this wax makes everything just so pretty. Just brings a whole nother dimension to it. wax definitely helped mesh both of these two pieces of paper together. I like that. All right, we're going to get these little corners put on, and I'm just going to use the Loctite. I've had such great luck with this Loctite on everything. I love this stuff. We're going to put the corners on. Look how cute that is looking. I'm just going to put it right on this. Yeah, that's a lot better. The corners coming up, so let's use a little bit of Loctite. There. Okay, look how cute that is. The corners, whoops, didn't get enough glue on him. Okay. All right, now we are going to get, I definitely want to put a couple of these cute little things on. I'll find my nippers, there they are. Just gonna nip the bottom of this off. Maybe if I can get a hold of it. There we go. Got a little bit of paint on it from my clean hands. I think I want to put her there, or it there. I definitely want this angel. I don't know where. Right there. Okay, it's just got a pin back on it, so I'm gonna, actually it looks just kind of like a tack on the back. Somebody's made this a pin. There. Like that. Or if I should use that as the locking mechanism. Look how cute that is there. If I just glue it right there, I don't know. I just love that. I definitely want to use this. I think this one's just perfect for this little cherub. Put that right there. I think I'll put the angel right up here. I'm thinking I want to use, oops, not those. Where did I put the other package? This. I thought I wanted to put the lock on. I want to hang one of the keys from it. Give that a little shot of drying. Not on yet. I really love that. Maybe it'll have to go inside. Maybe I could put it right here. That might be cute. In there. Get the paper put on. Whoops. We're gonna have to wait just a second and put that back on because I want to put the little cute little thing right here. And it's not gonna, I'm gonna just connect it to the top. So it's not actually gonna work, but it'll look cute. If I can get it to stand there for just a second. I'm gonna put a little Loctite. The nails will just hold it till the Loctite's dry. I thought that nail went in, but it didn't. Well, it bent, so it's not gonna go in again. Stand up there until I can get you tapped in. There. Okay, see how that will just open cute? Get a little bit of the glue off. Okay, get our little thing back on here. There. Clean up some of the glue. It'll dry clear, but clean up some of the glue. And then I'm gonna hang a little key. I don't know how. I think just from the little thing, I'm gonna fill that in with black Sharpie, so it looks like a little keyhole. I gotta wait for the glue to dry a little better. And we're just gonna hang this cute little key from probably just a little piece of jute. Maybe even from inside. I'll attach it inside. I don't like that either. Somewhere we'll attach this cute little key, even there. Oh no, a cute little, let's see if this is gonna look cute or not. Cute little crown. And clip the back of it off. What do you guys think? That's cute, huh? I think that's super cute. Let's see if I can, oh yeah. Grunging it up with that. Once this Loctite dries, it's on pretty good. I think I'm going to do this little key from this heart up here, like that. Oh my gosh, I love it. How cute. It really turned out cute. My battery says it's about to die, so I'm going to finish the inside of it, and then I'll let you guys, I'll take pictures and you guys can see it at the end of the video. I'll get it all done inside. Let these dry for just 5 or 10 minutes, if that, and they'll be so cute. So thank you guys for staying with me and coming back, and we're gonna get back on board with crafting and having fun. I need to, because I need to get my mind off of everything else. So this is what we're gonna do. Have fun. All right, you guys, have a blessed day, and I hope to see you guys back on my next videos, and let's get crafting. Remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Love you guys.